Hey guys, what's up? It's ThatsoGrace, and I'm wearing a Hunter Hayes t-shirt and my throat hurts, so that can only mean one thing. I went to a Hunter Hayes concert and I'm going to tell you about it, so let's get started. So basically I'm just going to tell you about my entire night, and if you already haven't clicked off, then go ahead and listen. So, my Hunter Hayes experience. I was beyond excited. I think I passed excited like a month ago when I got the tickets. I was so sure I was gonna cry, and it was just crazy. So, we're on our way to the concert, and we stopped for dinner, whatever, and we got to the Sears Center, which is where the concert was. And we got into the pit line, and we were in the wrong line. First of all, we did not have jackets, because since we were in the pits, we were all standing. We would have nowhere to put our jackets. So it was basically winter in Chicago, and we were outside with no jackets. And we're waiting, and then we go and show them our tickets, and you're in the wrong line. So we had to go to this new line for the whatever seats we had. And we got there, and we met some new friends, and there was these two really nice girls, and one of the girls' brother was security there, so they kind of knew what we were doing. So we were like, okay, we're gonna go here, because in the pit, it's every bitch for themselves. Just move. You have to, everyone gets close, and everyone wants to touch him and whatever. So we're like, okay, we have to stick together, we have to go here, here, here. And, we just, literally, ran in there, it was crazy. We walked into there, and we got our wristbands. We got both of them. And these are the You Are the Show. So you put them on, and you scan them on your phone, and they light up to the entire show, which was, really cool. And they're great. And I think I just kept them on way too long when they're broken, but they're great. And so we literally, my sister grabbed my wristband. I was sprinting down the stairs. I'm really surprised I did not fall down the stairs. I was running, and we finally got to the pit, and we met back with our friends. And one of the friends was like, all right, I'm gonna go get beer. And I'm like, all right, peace. This is a Hunter Hayes concert. There was a 12-year-old next to us, but whatever. And everyone was pushing people, and it was just crammed, but they were playing music, and we were kind of all just jamming out because the Railers and Dan and Shay opened for Hunter Hayes. And let me just tell you, it felt like two different concerts. The Railers were great. There was a girl and two boys, and they were so good. And then Dan and Shay came out, and the crowd went wild. It was freaking Dan and Shay. I think I was about to pass out there. Dan and Shay came out, and they were singing their songs, and they were so interactive with the crowd. They were pointing at people. I guess not everyone, but we were really close. He pointed at me, and I was Dan, I'm this, and he was and the girl behind me was oh my god, he just pointed at you, and I'm I know. And it was just crazy. And Shay was drinking water, and my sister was waving to him, and he waved back, and he took the water bottle, and he was and threw it, and she almost caught it, missed it. But Dan and Shay were great. It felt two different concerts. I definitely want to go and see them on their own, because they were so great. And then we waited the longest time for Hunter, but it was I was wearing high heel boots. I was crowded by people. I was about to cry, and my feet hurt. But Hunter Hayes came out, and I was dead. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I cried. I cried when he came out. I cried about 3 times during the concert. I cried when he came out, and he just came out, and it felt so surreal. I couldn't believe he was right in front of me. He almost looked fake. I don't know how else to describe it. It was crazy, and he was just so amazing. And I cried when he came out. I cried when he played Invisible, and then he's doing his whole set list. He dedicated a song to the USO, and all the wristbands were red, white, and blue, so it looked like a giant American flag throughout the entire crowd. Because it was kind of a tiny stadium, so it was much easier for him to interact with the audience. And then played his songs, and then about 4 songs into his set, I kind of wanted to go home. My feet hurt. I just did not I was starting to cramp. I just needed to go home. But then he sang Tattoo, and I was just ugh. And then he brought out the Railers and Dan and Shay, and they all sang a mashup song together, and they left, and I was so scared they were not gonna play my favorite Hunter Hayes song, I Want Crazy. he came out and played it, and that was like the third time I started crying. I cried when he came out, I cried when he sang Invisible, and then I cried when he sang I Went Crazy. He came out, I was screaming so loud. I lost my voice during like when we were driving home. I screamed so loud. It was an amazing experience. Like, and it was my first concert, and it was just, I don't know. I'm having postpartum Hunter Hayes and Dan and Shay syndrome. Like, I miss them. Like, okay. I'm not filming, that's okay. And like, I don't know, I miss them so much. I don't know. I'm just so happy I got to go to a concert, and it was Hunter Hayes, and I love him so much. So that was my experience at the Tattoo Your Name tour. It was so good, and I definitely cannot wait for anyone over the world to be seeing the show, or over the United States to see the show, because it was amazing. I rocked out. I woke up with the hugest headache, and I had to drink like tea. My throat was scratching. But it was all worth it because I got to see Mr. Hunter Hayes. It was so good. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And I will see you soon. Bye.
But I don't want good and I don't want good enough. I can't sleep, can't breathe without your love. Front porch and one more kiss. It doesn't make sense to anybody else. Who cares if you're all I think about? I've searched the world and I know now it ain't right if you ain't lost your mind. Yeah, I don't want easy, I want crazy. Are you with me, baby? Let's be crazy. Be scared, don't wanna know why. I wanna feel good, don't have to be right. The world makes all kinds of rules for love. I see you gotta let it do what it does. I don't want just another hug and a kiss goodnight. Catching up calls on a date sometimes. I love that word.